From social justice, the part is going on for just distribution from the political theory book. What is the meaning of just distribution first? That distribution which is just, न्यायपूर्वक किसी चीज का वितरण, in Hindi we call it. To achieve social justice in society, government might to do more than just ensure that laws and policies treat individuals in a fair manner. You know, everybody wants that our society should be fair in manner. सबके लिए बराबर हो. There should be no discrimination between rich and poor, color and creed, sex, and your position in the society. It should be. I'm not saying it is going to be, right? But it should be. And we all think that basically, everyone should behave in a proper manner. So social justice also concern that the just distribution of goods and services, whether it is between nations or between different groups and individual within a society. It means if somebody is having, the society is divided into two parts, have and have nots. Have and have countries, have nots and have not countries. Between rich and poor, basically, what I want to say. Social justice also concerns the just distribution of goods and services. जो चीजें हैं या सर्विसेज हैं सबकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जो है जस्ट और न्यायपूर्वक हो, वेदर इट इज बिटवीन नेशन और बिटवीन ग्रुप्स. ये चाहे नेशंस के बीच में हो. देयर आर मेनी कंट्रीज हु आर वेरी रिच, मेनी कंट्रीज हु आर वेरी पुअर, like many countries in East African countries, right? And in Asian countries, many countries are, I must say that they are developing countries, because you said that there should be two categories, developed countries and developing countries, and individuals within a society. So there is always difference between the have and have nots in a society. If there are serious economic or social inequalities in a society, it might become a necessity to try and redistribute some of the important resources of the society to provide something like a level playing field for citizens. It means it is necessary to try and redistribute some of the important resources from have towards have nots, from rich countries towards poor countries. From rich society, they should redistribute the aspect of things to the needy society. We have got land reforms in a society. आपने social science में पढ़ा होगा, there is one word, land reforms. Why land reforms? Because lot of people in India and other part, they have got lot of lands, but another person is a landless farmer. So the discrimination is there. So this discrimination should stop henceforth, that some of the excess land was taken away from him and it was redistributed towards the landless laborers or landless farmers. Therefore, within a country, social justice would require not only that people be treated equally in terms of laws and policies of the society, but also that they enjoy some basic equality of life, conditions, and opportunities. What do we want? Social justice, it will not be, it is very easy to tell that there should be social justice. But what to do in social justice? Within a country, social justice would require Not only that people be treated equally, ये नहीं कि सिर्फ लोगों को equally treat किया जाए, but आप equally treat करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हो? What are doing to treat them equally? What we are doing? What the government is doing to treat them equally? For example, there is a policy of reservation policy. Why there is a reservation policy? Right? To for those people who were not able to do good in the society due to some or some other aspect. Maybe due to the caste and creed system, maybe the person's economic resources were not there, economic backward classes or scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. There's some type of reservation for them. Why? Because to pull them from unwanted to wanted person in the society to be treated equally in terms of the laws and policies of the society, but also they enjoy some basic equality. They should also enjoy some basic equality of life. You know, equality in life. How could they do? How could they receive it if we give them some type of certain privileges? They are the privileged people. They should be treated as also needy people. Right. So would we require not only that people be treated equally in terms of the laws and policies of the society, but also they enjoy some basic equality of life conditions and opportunities. Is seen as necessary for each person be able to pursue his or her objectives. You know, everyone in the society, he or she wants to he or she wants to be something in the society. He wants that he should be an important person in the society. He should be the part and parcel of the society, right? So what are his objectives? And whatever are his objectives, his or her objectives, he want to fulfill his objectives, his plan for him and for the society, and express himself in our country. For instance, the constitution abolished the practice of untouchability. We abolished the untouchability. That छुआछूत जिसे कहते हैं, अछूत भावना, स्पृश्यता की भावना, we don't want it, we don't need it anymore, right? So we abolish it to promote social equality and ensure that people belonging to lower castes have access to the temples. Earlier, they were not able to go to the temples. They were not able to go to the school, educational institutions. There were high rate of indiscrimination between them and the higher classes. That and in earlier people, our society was also divided, in many caste and creed. So they have access to the temples, jobs, basic necessities like water. Right. So different governments have also taken some measures to redistribute important resources. So after the independence, many governments came and many governments went off. But every government, they redistribute the things and the important resources, right? So that these needy people should also get the resources as the other people are also getting. उन्होंने आने वाली गवर्नमेंट ने, बहुत सारी गवर्नमेंट ने जो जो चीजें थी उनको रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया, राइट? उनके अंदर कुछ चीजों को बेसिकली उन लोगों को दिया जिनको उनको जरूरत थी. This we have got the economic backward classes, right? And the reservation, I told you earlier also, reservation for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward class and backward tribes, right? And we have got a ration card system. In राशन कार्ड बेसिकली जिनको जरूरत होती है, जो इकोनॉमिक बैकवर्ड क्लासेस होती है ना, उनको मिलता है. उन राशन पानी जो तो उनको सस्ते दरों में खाना मिलता है, so that they can also live in the society as a dignified person. So they have also taken some measures to redistribute important resources like land in for more fair manner. I told you that land reforms, by instituting land reforms. Here it is. So they said land reform should be there. It cannot be possible that a person is having 100 acres of land, another one is having one is serving and landless labors. Differences of opinion of matters such whether and how to redistribute resources and ensure equal access to education and jobs arouse bias position in society and even sometimes provoke violence. Very important sentence. Listen to it very carefully. Differences of opinion. सोच की हर एक इंसान एक जैसा नहीं सोचता. Right? Everyone is different from another one. He thinks differently. Right? And it is not compulsory that he should be think as other people is also others are thinking, as others are doing. So differences of opinion on matters such whether and how to distribute resources and ensure equal access to the education. हम कैसे इसको access किए करें कि everyone should get education. One word is there, compulsory education. Primary education is compulsory for everyone. Right. So, and the government also started midday meal. Why? So that those students who are coming from the economic backward classes or other classes who are unable to get good food or nutritious food, they should also get same thing from the school. Right. And they should study further. Right. So ensure equal access to the education, equal access to the education. Many education institution, they have the reserved policies. Right. So in the reserved category, the person who is getting less mark, they can also they can also have the access to the good education facilities. Access to education and jobs arouse fires passions in society and even sometimes provoke violence. And sometime when reservation policy was introduced, many violence was there. Lot of people were violent because they used to say that when we are getting higher marks, why we are not able to get get the admission in a good education institution where the other people from the reserve category, they are getting less marks than and they are getting the admission inside. So there was a fierce battle, a type of battle, unrest between have and have nots, between the reserved category and between the unreserved category. People believe that the future of themselves and their families may be stake. उन्होंने सोचा कि रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी यदि ऐसी हो जाएगी तो जो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, जो बच्चे अच्छे एजुकेशन लेना चाहते हैं और अच्छे मार्क्स आते हैं, बट उनकी रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसीज में कहीं स्थान नहीं है. Right, they will not be able to get the admission in the good education society because the cut-off list will be very high. So उनकी जो फ्यूचर है स्टेक पे चला जाएगा, उनकी फ्यूचर दाव पे लग जाएगा. So we have only to remind ourselves about the anger and even violence which has something been roused by the proposals to reserve seat in educational institutions. So again, I'm telling you, we have only to remind ourselves about the anger and even violence which has sometimes been aroused by proposal to reserve seat in education institution or in the government employment in our country. Means हमको ये ध्यान में रखना होगा कि रिजर्वेशन से क्या हुआ, क्या फायदा हुआ और क्या नुकसान हुआ रिजर्वेशन पॉलिसी से basically, and what happened in the society. Society, and let me tell you one thing, when the reservation policy was, original policy was implemented, reservation policy was implemented, there was a absolutely unrest and violence in the society, which is but natural, which is but natural. So, which has sometimes been aroused by the proposal to reserve seats in educational institution or in the government employment in the country. And basically, let me tell you, in India, every 90% people they want the government job. The government job. Everybody wants, basically 90% people wants government job. More than 90%. Why? They think that the government job is secure. Government job is absolutely secure. Nobody can shun them out. So in the government, what the government did, there is a reservation policy in the government job also. That's why the question is there, ki it should be implemented, it should be continued or not to be continued. Right. As students of political theory, however, we should be able to calmly examine the issues involved in terms of our understanding of the principles of justice. So हमें सोच समझ कर in the society, हमें जो भी काम करना है सोच समझ के करना है. Whatever we are doing, we have to think twice that what is going to be, consequences of our action. हम कोई भी काम करते हैं, उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या होगा, किसके ऊपर, नॉट ओनली हमारे ऊपर, हमारी सोसाइटी के ऊपर, हमारी आने वाली जनरेशन के ऊपर, उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या होगा. बिकॉज वी आर नॉट aloof from the society, we are in the society. When we are in the society, whatever we are doing, any action, it has its own same type of reaction also. Action and reaction. So we have only to remind ourselves about the anger and even violence. And as students of political science, however, we should be able to calmly examine. So समझ के हमें examine करना होगा the issues involved in terms of our understanding of principles of justice. So हमारे principle of justice क्या है? You know, what is the basically, one was, I will let you know in the next part, John Rawls. Right? What he used to think. He used to think कि you want a good behavior from other people. So first you have to do the same as behavior with the other people also. Before expecting the good thing, you have to do the good thing for the society. If you want that the society should respect you, you should also respect the society. If we want that the people should, give you the due respect and they should behave with the manners, you should also behave with the same aspect. So, the issues involved in terms of understanding of the principle of justice. Can schemes to help the disadvantage be justified in terms of the theory of justice? You can basically, first it was said that reservation policy will be for 10 to 12 years like this. Then it extended, 1947. Even one of the learned person also say that who started that this reservation policy should be there. But still it's continuing. 70 to 75 years, 1947, now 2000, just 20. Right. More than 70 years, it should be 10 to 15 years. More than 70 years, it is continuing and it will continue. Right. So can schemes to help the disadvantaged be justified in terms of theory of justice? In the next section, we will discuss the theory of just distribution put forward by the well-known political philosopher John Rawls. Rawls has argued that there could be indeed be a rational जस्टिफिकेशन जस्टिफिकेशन तो हो सकता है रैशनल जस्टिफिकेशन होना चाहिए एक जस्टिफाइड सोसाइटी होनी चाहिए और जस्टिफाइड सोसाइटी कैसी होगी you know when you're doing just to the other people because you need just also you are doing good behavior with the other people because you know that other people also behave the same with you then this will be just then there will be no no up and downs in the society no discrimination will be there everyone will be equal because one should think the treatment should be equal treatment should be there right so be a rational justification for acknowledging the need to provide help to the least privileged members of the society. How could we do that? We could do that when we are doing good, we are doing nice with the least privileged person. He's all look, basic three things are there. Roti, kapra, and makan. Everyone needs these three things. If these three things are getting wanted people or underprivileged people also getting these three things basically in their life, it means we are doing good for them. So next part will be John Rawls' theory of justice. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Do revise the chapter part again so that it should be crystal clear for you. Thank you.